Hello everyone! On this episode of The Adventures of Larry and Sari, I'm out here with my favorite father-in-law, the Screamin' Eagle bass catcher, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how I lost my $500 drone in 35 seconds.
Ooh, beat. Ah! Yeah.
Is that slow?
Nope.
Quick disclaimer, I am not a drone expert. I am a video enthusiast who had a very bad day with his drone. And here's what we're working with. It's a DJI Neo, a great little drone with some fun automated user-friendly features like circle mode, which sends the drone in an automated flight path to take cute videos of you and your wife dancing. So here we are, several miles into the Gulf of America. The water's looking like glass, not a breath of wind. Literally, the conditions for flying a drone here could not be more ideal. But I didn't read my user manual, and I'm sure you didn't either.
Ooh, beat. Ah!
So let's dive in. What just happened? I felt pretty confident launching the drone off the boat and flying it over the water because I had just flown over the water at St. Joseph's Bay literally the day before. During my successful flight at the bay, I had good signal between my controller and my drone. There didn't seem to be any interference between my frequencies and any boat electronics. Something happened with this flight that certainly didn't jive with the drone. One difference for this flight was that I was flying in ADI mode since we were several miles into the Gulf. ADI mode, or attitude mode, essentially disables the GPS system on the drone. This was the first time I had used ADI mode, and I was under the impression that it disabled all the system sensors, and essentially, I'm just flying the drone completely manually. Now, that's not the case. The DJI Neo uses a downward visual and infrared system to judge its distance from the ground and maintain a stable location. So that beautiful glass-like water, the water that was so clear that I could see our lures 100 feet down, yeah, the drone got very confused because it couldn't judge its distance from the ground and took off to figure out where the Earth was, resulting in its watery demise. So here's what the vision system does. It's a camera pointing downward at the ground, rapidly taking pictures of what's below it and comparing it to photos to determine its location. Basically, if the photos shift, the drone knows that it has moved, and the drone can make automatic adjustments to make corrections to keep it in place even without a GPS. And now here's what the downward infrared system does. Basically, this system tells the drone how high it is by shooting an infrared light downward and measuring the time it takes for that light to bounce off the surface of whatever's below it back to the drone. This allows the drone to maintain its distance from the ground. The combination of these two systems are vital to maintaining the position of the drone. So regardless of what mode the drone is in, what you can expect your drone to do when it can't judge its height or capture an accurate position of where it is, well, it's going to result in a watery grave. For your drone, of course. So, what should you do? You could be a nerd and read the user manual, but honestly, who has time for that? For real though, I would avoid flying this drone over water that is this transparent. I knew beforehand that this drone wasn't supposed to be flown over water, but I assumed that was because it doesn't float and it's certainly not waterproof. So I ignored the warning and I flew this bad boy over many bodies of water in the past with no issues. I'm gonna guess that the previous flights were successful because the water I was flying over was not nearly this clear and there were other terrain features that the drone could use to capture its location. So the vision and infrared systems could make sense of what was below it, and I had perfect service to enable all the other training wheels that a novice drone user needs to develop a false sense of confidence. Well, this is the first educational video that I've ever made. I hope you found it helpful, and thanks for watching.